Taking a look at today's interest rate markets, let's look at the 10-year note futures as they're experiencing some selling pressure today. 10-year note futures trading lower on this session, and today's price action has the futures market nearing the 1-month low, coming off a 2-week high in the previous session. So we're seeing some pretty big price swings here in the last couple of days. Now, currently priced at 111.27, yet previous session high was 112.26.5. So we're basically 1 point below the intraday high in the previous session, which corresponded with a 2-week high. And when you look at some of the driving factors, really it's the themes that have kind of unfolded over the last several days. With the 3-day weekend, we did get some themes or some talking points from the ECB yesterday, data points as well. And the ECB, several officials now, at least one in particular, indicating that he's not so sure that they may be cutting at all this year. So that's changing some of the dynamic. We did hear from ECB President Christine Lagarde late last week as far as her pragmatic view of interest rates. And, we're getting some Fed officials now actually pushing back on the notion that they could be cutting as soon as March. Again, data dependent, and the data over the last couple of days has been pretty decent overall, but we continue to see some pretty strong wage inflation in the UK. So we'll have several data points here in the US that could influence that outlook this week. But nonetheless, as you look at the price action here today, we're seeing some pretty significant selling pressure across the entire yield curve. 10-year yield is up 12 basis points today to 407 basis points. And so we did see a 14-point range today. So we're about a 1.5 off the intraday high, but moving back up towards that 1-month high yield, low levels as far as bond prices. And the entire yield curve selling off. The back end selling off more so than the near dated, but pretty heavy selling pressure across the entire curve. Now, the other interesting dynamic is that 2-year, 10-year inversion has now narrowed to 16 basis points. So we continue to see that working its way out of the market here the last couple of months, as we did kind of see it peak in October, then go back down and become more inverted into December. But now we're seeing that inversion working its way out. And today's price action could actually be the narrowest inversion for the 2-year, 10-year in quite some time as it continues to hold. So overall, selling pressure, 10-year notes moving back down towards the 1-month lows price level, yield 407 basis points on pretty heavy volume across the entire yield curve today.